Welcome to another episode of Geely Uncut, and today we have a different kind of story. Today we have a personal story, my story, on why I bought a Geely Coolray. The Geely Coolray is one of the hottest hatchbacks on the Chinese market today. This car is my own personal car that I bought 1 year ago. After driving this car for a full year and driving around, I think 13,000 kilometers, what are my thoughts? Keep watching. Last year alone, we sold 125,000 of them in the Chinese market and also into Russia, the Middle East and Southeast Asia. And it's also sold in Malaysia as the Proton X50. So it's no stranger to many of you. So this car is built on Geely's BMA architecture. B means B segment, modular architecture. Under the hood here, we have Volvo's 1.5 triple cylinder engine with a turbo. And then over the front axle, we also have a very small electric motor. I say small, but it's actually producing 88 brake horsepower. The engine is 177, the motor 77. So altogether you have around 260 brake horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. That gets sent to the front wheels by a 7-speed dual clutch gearbox. Now that torque figure is more than a Golf GTI. So when the Coolray first launched in 2019, it came with 3 engines. There was a 1-liter triple turbo, 1.4-liter 4-cylinder turbo, and this, a 1.5 triple turbo. But then above all of them came another car. It was the E-Pro version, and the E-Pro is basically what it sounds like. There was an electric motor over the front axle, and that works with a battery pack in the back to provide 58 kilometers of pure EV range and an extra 88 horsepower and a lot of extra torque too. So in pure EV mode, you get 58 kilometers of range from a battery that sits in the back of the car. Now you're probably wondering, how big is the battery and how much space does it take up? I'll take you for a look. So down here in the back, we have the battery space. Normally here you would have a spare tire. Because it's a PHEV, that space has been given over to a battery pack that's actually in here. So there you have it, the battery pack. Here you have a charger for 240 volts, but you can also charge with a 7 kilowatt slow charger. And to charge it up from nothing to 100% would take around 90 minutes. So the plug-in hybrid comes with 3 modes. We have pure electric, where we can use the 58 kilometers of pure range, a comfort mode, a eco mode, and on top of that we also have a sports mode where you can use the full 265 brake horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. It's fast, it's very fast. So 13,000 kilometers later, what do I think of the Coolray? First of all, it's fun to drive. Secondly, it's compact, it's diminutive size, it's very easy to park in the city, and it's easy to get around town. Thirdly, my gas bill has gone down by 75 to 80% on average. Before I was spending nearly $200 a month on gas. Now I spend, I don't know, maximum of $50 a month. Reason number 4, the Coolray PHEV is very powerful. Going on the highway, going on urban streets, going on country roads, no problem. You can keep up with pretty much everything. So we've gone through the pros, now onto the cons. One of my biggest cons with this is that it's not the biggest. Going to work, coming home, perfect. But coming out with my kids and a bag of weekend stuff for them, it becomes very hard very quickly. And probably a problem that doesn't really apply to most people. I've put a roof rack on this car, and that thing generates way too much wind noise. Another con is that this car weighs a little bit more than the gasoline Coolray. So all of the electric system, including the motor and the battery pack, adds an extra 200 kilograms. It's very well balanced, but it is 200 extra kilograms. So in summary, I've really enjoyed my year with the Geely Coolray plug-in hybrid, and I'm looking forward to the next 10, 20, 30, or even 50,000 kilometers.
Be sure to follow us on social media to stay up to date with all the news.
So this dog was making so much noise during the recording, we thought he deserved a part 2.